Hello students, I am your English mentor and today I have come with a very interesting topic and it's called the kind little helper. Now can you tell me who is a helper? Helper is someone who helps the other person selflessly. They do not expect any return from the other person and they help them and support them wholeheartedly. So, we are going to understand a chapter related to this topic itself. So, draw a line to match the community helpers with their tools. Now, she is a teacher. So, what do you think her helper is? Her helper is a stethoscope or books. So, teacher helpers would be books. When we consider the doctor, so what is the doctor going to use? The doctor is going to use the stethoscope. And then we have a policeman. So what is this policeman going to use? He is going to use the handcuffs. Then we have a dentist. So dentist is all about the smiles and teeth. Next up we have the fire extinguisher. So we are going to match him with this box. And now lastly we have a painter. So this is how we drew line to match these boxes. And now we are going to start a beautiful chapter for today. Yes. So once upon a time in a small town there was a little boy named Sam. So once upon a time, long time back, there was a boy whose name was Sam. And Sam loved birds and enjoyed watching them flying and singing in the sky. So he loved his birds and enjoyed watching them flying and chirping. So they all used to sky and fly and sing in the sky. So he had a big tree in his backyard where many birds would come to rest and eat. So there was a very big tree in the backyard of the house, and in that backyard the birds would come to take rest and eat. And one day Sam noticed that some of the birds were having a hard time finding food. So there was one day when Sam saw that these birds were struggling and having a hard time. They were not happy and they were finding food because it was winter and the ground was covered in snow. Now there was snow all over the ground, so they were struggling to find food for themselves. He felt sad for the birds and wanted to help them. So he felt very upset and sad that the birds are all hungry. So he wanted to help those birds because he loved them so much. So Sam asked his mom if he could feed the birds. His mom happily agreed and gave him some breadcrumbs and seeds to sprinkle in the yard. So after that, when he wanted to help the birds, he went up to his mom and he asked him whether we can help these birds or not. So his mother said that yes, we can help these birds by giving them breadcrumbs and seeds. So you can go and just sprinkle it in the backyard, which is backside of the house, and then they can come and eat it. So every day Sam would go outside and scatter the food on the ground under the tree. So this became his daily ritual, and Sam always went under the tree and started to sprinkle and scatter the breadcrumbs and seeds over there. So the birds were delighted and chirped happily as they ate the delicious treats. So the birds were very happy when they saw the food and were happily chirping with the delicious delights and treats. So they were happy with the breadcrumbs and seeds that they had got from Sam and were very happy while eating them. Moving on, but Sam didn't stop there. You know what? Even after helping those birds, he did not stop at all. So he thought of making a little birdhouse for the birds to take shelter during cold nights. Now, since it was snowing and it got very cold during the winter, so he thought of building a house for them which is very comfortable. So he asked his dad for help, and together they built a cozy birdhouse and hung it on the tree. So he walked up to his father and asked for his help, that can we make a birdhouse and save these birds? So he said yes, and together they built a birdhouse and hung it on the tree. After that, the birds loved their new home, and soon more birds started coming to Sam's yard. Now the birds were very happy because they used to get food and shelter in Sam's yard. So many new birds also started coming to his yard. They felt safe and cared by the kind little helper for Sam. So they were very moved and happy that they were getting safety and were cared for by the little boy. So as the days went by, Sam noticed that some birds were struggling to build their nest. A few days went by. They were all happy. But then immediately or just at once, he observed that a few birds were struggling. They were not happy and they were actually facing a lot of trouble by building their house. He collected some soft twigs and leaves and left them near the birdhouse for the birds to use. So what did he do again? He got some soft twigs, which is the stem of the tree, some leaves and also some other helping material, and just kept it near the birdhouse so that whosoever needs it can take it from there and build their own beautiful birdhouse. The birds were thankful for Sam's help. They started bringing colorful feathers and pieces of string to build their nest comfortably. So all these birds got very comfortable and they were very helpful because of the Sam's facilities that he was providing, and also they were very thankful. They got all the beautiful feathers and twigs and leaves, and all the birds built their beautiful nest. Soon after that, one sunny morning, Sam saw a little bird with the hurt wings sitting sadly on a branch. So he just saw a bird who was sitting on the branch and one of the wings was badly injured. He gently approached the bird and picked it up carefully. So he went up to that bird and picked it very softly. Sam knew he couldn't heal the bird's wing, but he could protect it from any harm. So Sam knew that he is not a doctor and he cannot heal or help with the wing, but he could ensure that the bird can be kept safe without any danger in his own place. So after that, he placed the bird in a small box with soft cloth and kept it safe and warm. So what did Sam do? He just picked up the bird and put it in the small box which had a very soft and smooth cover on it. And then the bird felt very safe and warm there. Sam's mom helped him find a nearby animal shelter where they could take care of the injured bird. So Sam's mom looked for a healthcare center where they could actually get that bird, recovered and have a proper treatment for the injury that the bird had. So as time passed, the bird's wing healed and the shelter released it back into the wild. So the shelter home took very good care of the bird, and when the bird got healed, it was left to fly off. the bird flew back to Sam's yard to say thank you before joining its flock. So the bird did come back to meet Sam before it takes its final flight. So from that day on, the birds in the Sam's yard became his dear friends. After that, Sam realized that these birds are actually having a lot of emotions and they are going to remember him and be with him forever. So he thought that these birds are also his very dear friends. They would sing sweet melodies for him, and whenever he came outside, they would chirp in delight. So, whenever they used to sing songs and melodies for him, which is the birds, so whenever he came outside and they would just chirp and sing in happiness. Why? Because the birds were very happy to see Sam. And Sam felt happy and proud to be a friend to the birds. So Sam also felt very happy and excited when he saw all these birds. So he learned that even a little act of kindness could make a big difference in someone's life. That even if we help somebody in a very small manner, still that would be very great. And these little acts of kindness can actually bring such massive change and big differences in somebody else's life. So the learning is that we should help others in whichever way we can. So Sam and the bird lived happily together, helping and caring for each other, reminding us the power of love and compassion. So from then onwards, the birds and Sam took very good care of each other and always enjoyed each other's company. And through this, they realized the power of love and compassion. Compassion means understanding and having good care for one another. So this was a good little story on the little helper. And now we are going to attempt a few exercises related to this particular chapter. For every one statement, you are going to get 3 options. And out of those 3 options, only one option is going to be correct. So are you going to help me identify that one right option? Yes, let's start off. Where was the big tree? Backyard, school, or town? So what is the right option? It is the backyard. Who sprinkled the breadcrumbs in the yard? Sam's mom, Sam, or Sam's friends? It was Sam himself. Whom did Sam work with to build a cozy birdhouse? His friends, his mom, or his dad? So he worked with his dad to build a comfortable and warm birdhouse. Now we are supposed to fill in the blanks. For every given statement, there is one word that we are supposed to fill in so that the sentence gets completed. First up we have the birds were dash and chirped happily. So the birds were delighted. They were happy. A cozy birdhouse hung on the tree. Sam placed the bird in a small box. Now you are supposed to answer these questions in the book itself. Now we'll move ahead. And this time we are supposed to match these words. So look at the pictures on the left. We are going to look at the pictures given to us on the left hand side. Spell out the words aloud. Then match the words on the right that rhyme. Now we are going to say what these pictures are called, and we will match them with the word that they rhyme with. Now the rhyming words are which sound same or similar. So moon, the word moon gets matched with or is rhyming with moon tap. No. Moon cord. No. Moon spoon. Are they rhyming? Yes. So we will match the two. Then we have a cap. So cap and tap. They are also rhyming. Hen, pen. These are also rhyming words. Tree and sea. And last we have bird and cord. So this is how we matched this entire question. Now moving on, we will see some more exercises. Herein, let's do some grammar. So a sentence usually tells you about something. It ends with a full stop. So a sentence is a group of words which help us understand something, and it ends with a full stop. So a question asks you something. It ends with a question mark. So a question that asks something, whenever you want to ask something from someone, then we use a question mark. A sentence usually shows the emotion of surprise, joy, and anger. It ends with an exclamation mark. So any sentence that highlights any emotion, be it surprise, joy, or anger, then it is followed by an exclamation mark. So now we are going to attempt one question related to it. So I love chocolate. Is it a question or is it an expression? It is a very loud expression and it says I love chocolate. So we are going to put in exclamation mark there. Do you like to swim? This is a question that we are asking. That do you like to swim? So we will mark question mark here. I like the yellow color. So we will put a full stop here. Do you love birds? This is again a question. So we will mark the question mark here. Moving on, we will see some pronunciation words and you are going to pronounce each of these words very loud and clear. And will you repeat them after me? So the first word is bored. What is the first word? It is bored. And then kind. What is the next word? Repeat after me. It's called kind. Then we have hurt, happy, angry, confused, and then excited. So these are the different words that we have learned to pronounce. Now, life skills. Many wild animals are suffering and dying because of human cruelty. This means that there are so many animals and birds which are getting harmed by the cruelty and harshness of our activities. So the best way to help is to be kind to them. So what we can do to help them is we should always be kind towards them. We should treat all animals with care, love, kindness and dignity. So we should always and always treat them with respect, care for them and love them and also be kind towards them. So these are the emotions that we should have in our mind and heart whenever we see any animal or bird, and we should never have an intention of hurting any of these birds or animals because they are also part of our nature, part of our environment. Moving on, we see that put full stop or question mark at the end of these sentences. So you are given some 10 sentences and now we are going to add a full stop or a question mark right in front of them. So my favorite food is pizza. Is it a question? No, it's a statement. So we will add a full stop here. We love to play badminton. This is also a statement. So we will add a full stop here. I love to read. This is also a statement. What is your favorite season? We are asking a question here, so we will add a question mark. My parents know swimming. This is also a statement. Do you know swimming? We are asking a question here, so we will add a question mark now. It rained on Wednesday. So this is also a statement. What is your name? We are going to add a question mark now. We love to play cricket. This is also a statement. And my sister play with the ball. So this is also a statement that we have used. And now you are going to attempt this fun time activity, trace and color the butterfly. And you are going to enjoy doing this activity. Now, the biggest lesson I want you to take from today's class and chapter is to always be kind towards animals and birds and never harm any of them even if you cannot help them. So that's all for today. I really hope to see you super soon with many more new topics. Till then, keep smiling, keep shining and keep studying. So take care and have a great day ahead. Bye bye.